Okay, guys, this is 2024. It's a new year, and the migration of people from one place to another in search of greener pastures and better life continues. Now, for those who are moving from France to the UK through the English Channel, which is the only legal alternative to enter the UK, have started running this new year. I think this is the first record of loss of lives on the English Channel. We are not talking about the Mediterranean Sea, as in those crossing from Libya to Italy now. So we are talking about people who have made it across the Mediterranean Sea to Italy. Some of them now moved to France. And from France now, they want to proceed to the United Kingdom. Okay, so that's the connection. That's how it works most times. All right. They said that 5 people have lost their lives already, and more than 30 rescued in Channel as hundreds attempt crossing. So it has begun. Despite the cold weather, despite the weather, people are still not relenting in trying to cross into the United Kingdom. Now, they say 5 people lost their lives as they tried to cross the English Channel at the weekend. They were the first known fatalities this year on the dangerous migration route. Like I said, it's the first. 5 people died off the coast of northern France on Sunday as they were trying to cross the English Channel by boat. 4 reportedly drowned at sea, and a 5th body was found on the beach at Wimariex later in the day. A 6th person was reported on Sunday to be in a critical condition, suffering from severe hypothermia. Another person was also said to be in a very serious condition. So they are both capsized. All right. The French news agency, Agence France Presse (AFP), said that the local prosecutor's office had said that the boat had tipped over in the process of being launched from the beach due to the swell and the rising tide. The victims were reported to be young men of either Syrian or Iraqi origin. Autopsies will determine the exact cause of death, reported AFP, which may include drowning or thermal shock. According to a statement from the French authorities, several of the migrants on board the boat that got into trouble off Wimerex attempted to swim back to shore. Onshore authorities tried to help those who got closer to the beach. That is the onshore securities. The Navy sent a boat and a helicopter to help with the operations. You can see how important these people rate lives. They sent boats and they also sent helicopters to go and see how they can make sure that none of these people who were attempting the dangerous crossings were drowned. At around 2 a.m., 3 bodies were spotted at sea. The body of a 4th person was spotted later and picked up by boat. 182 migrants picked up by French authorities during the weekend as well. Now, they said that overnight on Saturday, January 13th to 14th, a total of 182 people were rescued by the French authorities, including 2 young children and a pregnant woman. La Voice du Nord reported that one of those rescued was a 1-month-old baby. They were all taken for a medical care in the French port city of Boulogne. Okay? In a statement also posted on Twitter, the French Maritime Authority said that operations had begun on Saturday evening off the coast of Calais. Initially, 58 people were brought to safety in Boulogne. Okay? Now, another boat was helped by the French Navy after it got into difficulty. So it wasn't just one boat that left the French shores heading to the United Kingdom. They said that another boat was helped by the French Navy after it got into difficulty. 20 people were rescued from the boat, but according to authorities, others refused their assistance and continued on their journey. Imagine. So those that were not comfortable in continuing the journey were rescued, but others refused the help that was rendered and said they must make it to the United Kingdom. Given the risks of forcing migrants to board the naval boat, which include the potential to fall in the sea, thermal shock, or other injuries, the French authorities took the decision to follow the boat until they reached their destination. Okay? Stuck on the base of cliffs, cut off by the tide. Imagine. So it now became a kind of excursion. Just imagine that kind of a thing. Now, the French Navy doesn't want to force anybody to alight, to avoid people droning, to avoid being blamed. They now escorted these people into the United Kingdom. Ah, God. They see country. When I see countries, they now escorted these people into the United Kingdom. Yeah. Omo, they will just kukuma use their boat to carry them enter there now. Now they say on Sunday another ship helped first 9 migrants, then 34 to safety after their boat got into difficulty. Also on Sunday, 2 people who had been stuck at the base of cliffs and blocked by the rising tide were lifted to safety by a Navy helicopter. A helicopter was also used in several search and rescue operations during the night, stated the French authorities. They said that later on Sundays, the authorities helped 33 people on board a boat in the channel. Several others on board refused help and said they would continue with their journey, but they got into trouble a second time, and 26 more people were rescued, all making 59, and they were brought back to the harbor in Boulogne, which is in France. So they didn't make it. When the sea became hungry and needed food, these people had to change their mind. They say, I beg you, we can't continue, I beg, help us. I say, no. When I get on say no, Igbo people. If na African people, now I don't turn my boot, they go back. Anything we want see for front, you manage it. Now they say that the French authority says an investigation has been launched into what happened on the beach at Wimarex. The helicopter and 6 vessels remain on alert to save more people who might get into difficulty in the area. They warn anyone against attempting to cross the channel, both because it is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world and because of the weather conditions, which are often difficult, with the wind speeds exceeding force 7 for at least 120 days a year. Freezing temperatures in the winter make crossing in small boats even more problematic, especially when they are unseaworthy and overloaded. Okay, so this is the update that we have coming in from this um, English channel for people who are trying to cross into the United Kingdom. Okay, so I think it is best for people not to try to cross. And even that Saturday, Sunday, the kind of cold that we witnessed in Italy was too bad. Now compare that to the sea, which means that the sea would be very, troubled and deadly. So that was even the day that they chose to make these perilous journeys. It is not wise. At the moment, I will not advise anybody even to make that advance, or whether from Libya or from France going to UK or coming to Italy. At the moment, it's a no-no for me because it is not always successful. You end up in disaster. So share these videos to also inform others and also to create awareness. Thank you very much and God bless you.